Coach Johnson. How is everybody feeling today? I see we got some people in the chat early. What's up, Sid? What's up, Bree? What's up, Cam? What's up, Yolanda? How you guys feeling today? We are live in the chat, so I am happy about that. Today, guys, we have a presentation we got coming on. We got a special guest. Special guest. That's my favorite guy right here. So we definitely can't wait to get them on. Let me know how you guys feeling for the last week since last Wednesday. What's up, Bree? How you feeling down there in NCAT? Naeem, what's good? What's good, Naeem? How you feeling? Roman, how you feeling? Gemma, how you feeling? Shane, how you feeling? So we basically got everybody here today. We living. The traveling gamer. I'm gonna need to find out your name because I don't know. I don't want to sit up here and give you. I don't want to say the wrong name. So I gotta find out what's your name, the traveling gamer. I'm feeling good. That's good, Bree. That's good. That's good. So today, y'all, we're gonna have our special guest come on. Our special guest. Let me go ahead and just bring him on right now. Y'all know who he is. My guy, Mr. Sam. How you feeling, Mr. Sam?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
That's good. I'm be good. We good. Okay, that's Eugene. All right, all right, all right. What's up, Eugene? My fault. My fault. My fault. All right, y'all. So look, that's Eugene. Make sure I got Eugene in here. What's up, Lene? What's up, Kayla? Dawn and Dawn.
What's
Big
going
Mr.
on, y'all?
Sam.
They said, "Oh, we got Mr. Sam." Yeah,
Yeah, we got Mr.
you know,
Sam
I
today.
work a little bit. I work a little bit. I work
Y'all
a
said
little
let
bit.
him cook. You gonna cook for us today?
Listen, I'm
No.
gonna cook for y'all on here, just not in real life. It's like, nah, no shade. I got y'all one day. I got y'all one day.
Yo, you gotta cook for us for like one of the YAD meetings we got. You gotta come
Listen,
bring one of the YAD meetings.
if I could find a way to keep the food warm, I live an hour away, but we could work something out.
So you gotta live an
Jimmy was
hour, right?
talking about Jimmy was talking about cheesesteak egg rolls, Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. I'm from PA, so I know how to make a Philly cheesesteak. So, but
Mm.
listen, I whip some cheesesteak egg rolls up. We figure it out.
I love some cheesy egg rolls. Don said he's packing. They packing for that flight right now. Was so overwhelmed, so many emotions at once. That's how I was when I packed for mine. It was like last minute, but like I was just throwing everything in the suitcases, just zipping it up so I can get out of there. So I feel how you feel, Don. Mr. Sam Cam said, "What's up, Mr. Sam?
Yo,
What's
what's up,
good? Hey,
y'all?
what's good, Antonio?
What's going on? What's
Roman said
going
we're
on, y'all?
excited for you, Don. Don said, "Hey Cam, thank you." All right, so Mr. Sam, let's give us basically like a little brief description of what we talking about today.
All right, y'all. So me and what I always focus on, like growth, right? So as great as everyone is that is tuning in today, like you can always, like my grandfather, God rest his soul, he used to always say, you can make your best better. You can make your best better, meaning like you can be great at something, but you can be even greater. And today's all about like how to how to grow through like your greatness, how to grow through the things that you go through, both good and bad. Because I think a lot of time we only focus about growing in negative situations, but we got to focus on how to grow in positive situations as well too. So it's like it's really just like locking in and tapping in on that. So today's going to be an interactive live. We're going to have y'all do a little bit of some exercises just to help y'all get in that mindset of like growth, right? About making your best even better. So like we're going to dive into it. It's going to be a good situation tonight, y'all.
All right, man. So look, Mr. Sam, he got the presentation. I'm gonna go ahead and share it real quick. Let me see if hold up, Chrome tab. There we go. All right, let me see. Where is it at? File. Uh,
Yo, they said they
so bear
craving
with me.
now for some food. They
I
craving
will
now
be too. We're talking about
for the
the cheesesteak
cheesesteak
egg
egg
rolls.
rolls. Listen, all I need is a hot plate because I can pre-make the cheesesteak and the egg rolls. They just take like a couple minutes to cook. I mean, for real, you can cook it in you can fry them or you can air fry them. Either way they work. You know what I mean?
Um,
I'm
okay, hold
actually
up. Do
about to
y'all see
cook
my
that
screen?
fish too. Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, can y'all see me still?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. All right, because I'm okay, cool. All right, so look, we got the screen up. I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me. So let me see if I could. Oh, matter of fact, there we go. Wow. Y'all can tell me and I can see y'all now too. Cool. All right. So today we're going to talk about basically growth, going what you're going through. What did you do in the past that dictates the present, and what did you do in the present that shapes the future? So Mr. Sam, when you talk about that, like what's something that in the past that dictated your present, and what's something in the present that dictates that shapes your future right now?
So like the one thing for me, y'all, like I shared my story when I first joined joined y'all back in October. But the one thing about my past that shaped my present is is that how I was treated early on, like as a youth, like growing up, and how everybody, all my teachers labeled me dead or in jail. All my teachers said that I would never graduate, I would never become anything, right? And that shaped my present because that's what I try to do for young people now. I want every young person to know that I believe in them no matter what is going on, no matter what they're saying, because no matter what someone tells them that they are, no matter what label someone has given them, like you can always create a life that you want. And my past helped me understand the importance of pouring into young people, right? And that's why I've dedicated literally my entire professional career since 18, 17 years old doing that for young people because that wasn't done for me up until a certain point. Um, so that's how like my past dictated my present. And what I do now and how it's going to shape the future is I'm continuing to learn how to grow in this youth development space. I'm gonna continue to learn how to connect with y'all and help y'all become the best version of yourself because how I view the future, y'all, I got big plans for youth development. I got big plans for young people, from conferences to changing educational systems to the things that y'all learn in school. And that's how my present and what I'm doing in the present time is going to shape, my future.
I'm sorry. See, and I like that because some of the things that I do now today, like I always say, like I am opening doors for the people that's behind me. So the youth that comes behind me, like I want to make sure once they have these opportunities that I have, and at my age, that I didn't mess up the opportunity, or I didn't, close the door for the opportunity for them for when I grow up. So definitely, I love the topic. What you're going through, that's some go with you going grow through what you go through. So let's move on to the next slide. Let me see. Move on to the next. All right. So
They said
today's
they
focus.
said in the comments they played with Mr. Sam. Listen, they thought I was sweet,
yeah,
y'all, and they found out I wasn't.
yeah. Listen. Today's focus, we're going to talk about four things. The first thing is we're going to how to seek growth even in painful situations. So like grief, breakups, what else? Like if you failed a class in high school, college, whatever the case may be, basically how to seek growth into any situation. Two, we have like give out the strategies for growth. So like strategies, tips, tricks, anything. So you basically to grow better as a different person. Three, we're going to create a growth plan. Later on down the line, if we might have some time to get down to that one. And then the last one we're going to have to do is understand an objective reflection. So
For
we got
sure.
four things for today's focus. We're going to try to get all four things in this hour because you know how time is on our hands.
Mhm.
So we try to get everything on our in the four. So
Facts.
that's
And
first.
also, real quick too, y'all.
Go ahead.
One Gemma, yeah, I got that dog in me. Yo, that's funny. Listen, y'all not about to get me with that statement, but also y'all like we're not just talking about how to grow through painful situations. I'm going to spin it and flip it too on how do we grow when we win, like how to grow when we win too, because I think a lot of times we don't focus on when we win, we don't think about how to get better, right? Champions don't
Mhm.
champions think about how can I repeat, right? Champions think about how can I repeat. So we got this activity, y'all. Yo, y'all out of pocket. Listen,
Listen, they going
they,
ham.
nah,
No, man.
because like yesterday I said y'all gotta have that dog in y'all, and nobody actually knew what that meant. So I had to like break it down. But like, and Jimmy going to talk about woof woof. No, it ain't no woof woof. That's a puppy. Um,
That's
but
a cookie.
but yeah, activity blast from the past, y'all. This is what I want y'all to do in the chat. So think about and share in the chat what are some specific things in your past, both good and bad, that has made you who you are today. So like, what are some things in your past, both good and bad, that has made you who you are today? And I want y'all to drop them in the chat. It could be a specific incident, a situation, whatever it is. I want y'all to drop it in the chat. What are some things in your past, both good and bad, that has made you who you are today? John said, I can say my living situation, that co-parenting of my mom and dad. Okay. And John, I'm gonna follow. How has that impacted you, or shaped who you are today?
And can I share mines?
Mm-hmm.
So one of mines was, I would say, is in high school. So like think about like something that like in my past, it's a lot in my past. As far as like with high school, I'm gonna say definitely I can agree with like the mom and dad situation, living in two parents, like living in a two-parent household, and like making mistakes too. Cindy, I can definitely agree with that. But also I would say like in school, I doubted myself a lot because I felt as though that I wasn't. I in high school I wasn't an honor student. I wasn't like what's to say like 4.0 student, honors college, AP, all the like I wasn't all that, and I you know basically put myself down sometimes. Like, so that would be one thing like in the past that like I would say now today it affects me to like now I have the most confidence. Like you can't tell me nothing. Like sometimes I still get to that point, but I have like my confidence level would be like low in high school, but now it's like over the point. Like now I feel like I know who I am. I know the type of person I can, what type of person I can be. What can I do? So that'd be for me. Mine would be my confidence and like just doubting myself. We got a lot of them in the chat. My living situation, Don said, my living situation has definitely made me aware of my surroundings and who I want to be in my circle. It's take a bit of a toll on my mental health, but I've constantly proven that I can. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Jumi has said elementary trauma. So like, dealing with the trauma of like growing up in elementary, maybe people not accepting you, different things like that. That was big for me, y'all. Like I think one thing that I do struggle with is also something I'm working on in therapy is the needing for validation, right? So growing up, I struggle with a lot of like making friends and being like the popular kid that people wanted to be around. So like I will always do things to seek validation, and it spilled into my adult life, right? Um, Middle school trauma really had an impact on me. And again, y'all can elaborate on some of these as well too. Um, Having amazing mentors really helped me be okay with. Can't see the rest of it. So
Hold on. Which one was you reading
it was
again?
Don's having
Amazing mentors.
yeah.
Having amazing mentors has really helped me be okay with not being okay all the time. I'm an amazing leader, and now I'm more comfortable with talking about my emotions. Yes, thank you, Donna Dawn. And I want to actually pinpoint that out real quick. It is okay to be not okay. Okay. And that's for everybody. Everybody that's on that's watching this now live, 2 days later, 2 years later, like decades later, like it's okay to not be okay, because a lot of we have, and especially with I'm gonna talk about with men, and you can basically follow up too with this, Mr. Sam. But a lot of men, take this stigma and the stereotype like not being okay and crying as a male, or like having that black mental health as a male is like, we're not supposed to have that. We're supposed to be, strong and up sturdy and for the rest of our lives, when that's not the case. But also for females too, like it's okay not to be okay. Like everybody is, we're not perfect. We're not going to wake up every day and have perfect days every day. So I would just want to say, like, let that be known. Thank you, Don and Don, that you said that as well, though. But it's definitely okay to not be okay all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to sit there in that. I'm gonna call it a pot. You don't want to sit there in that pot and and start boiling in that pot for a long period of time. You want to be able to get outside of that comfort zone. be able to heal from the grief that helped you, the grief that basically puts you down, and be able to grow, and be ready for the future, not the present.
100%. And also on a positive note, Sid has said joining Heart Smiles as a consistent heartbeat played a big role in why I am the way I am. I'll let y'all know, like, if it wasn't for that program that I joined at 15, like, I might have continued to be in the streets. I might have continued down a path that I was on. So it's also, like I said, both good and bad. And Jumi, I appreciate you being vulnerable in the chat and just sharing how like people like made fun of like your skin tone and different things like that. Just because like it's difficult, y'all. Like it's ruthless. I'm not gonna lie. Like middle school is a new high school. Like it's ruthless. Like it's real. People have go through a lot of things, and I think the biggest thing that we can do for the next generation, now that y'all are getting in that position, like I said, giving back, is that instilling confidence, letting people know that you are amazing, you are great, you are who you're supposed to be. Like the moment that I got confidence instilled in me, y'all, nobody can make any jokes about me. No, because one, I got funny. That's one. Like I got funny. Like I'm not gonna lie, I got funny. Like they used to come at me, then I had two flamethrowers for them ready. But the other thing was mentally, I was confident in my skin and who I was. Like, so definitely dope. And then the next thing before we move on to the next slide is write in the chat, y'all. What do you feel you could have done better in the past that would have put you in a better position today to be even more successful? And be honest. Like, what could you have done in the past that you didn't do? And the one thing I will always say is that I probably could have taken my education more serious. Just because for me, school was never a serious thing for me. Like even in college, I've never I have my own mixed opinions on the education system. But like what I did was I struggled a lot by not taking it serious, and as a result it didn't allow me to like grow in other areas or even look at starting a business earlier. Take school more seriously. I feel like I could focus on school more. Um like not wasting time on certain situations. That's another thing. Like time, y'all, time is currency. Like the biggest currency in life, I will let y'all know, is time. Because time can create income for you, time can create freedom, time can create opportunities, right? When you have time on your hand, you can do so much. Like I tell people all the time, I was able to make $5,000 in 9 hours. Like, right? I was able to make 5 grand in 9 hours. And people are like, how did you make that? I was able to make 10 grand in 10 hours, right? It's because time, when I had the time, I created something that was worth 5,000, that was worth 10,000. So wasting time, y'all, is the worst thing that y'all can do. Like at your age, wasting time is the worst thing that you can do, because you'll look up and you'll be my age and you'll feel like time has went by.
Listen, y'all. One thing Steve Harvey always told me is, well, he ain't tell me specifically because I ain't talk to Steve Harvey like that. But one thing Steve Harvey always said is, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. How are you going to use it? Me, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I got about like 17 hours in the day, because those other 6, 7, 8 hours, I use those for sleep. So, but when we wake up, I'm working, I'm productive, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But between those hours, I'm asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But we all got the same 24 hours. Like some people go to sleep. Like I know one person like Sid. I see Sid. She be in the lab like 11 o'clock to like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Like she be working.
Sid don't sleep. Sid a vampire for real. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like Roman, I feel like Roman, she was making her when they was making that book. I don't know if they got sleep. Like when you make a book, are you supposed to sleep? Like I don't know. So like we have a lot of youth that use that 24 hours very productively. But like I said, we all have the same 24 hours. All of us are the same 24 hours. How you going to use it? If you wanna sit there for about 10 hours to BS, play the game, sit back, watch YouTube, eat peanut butter and jellies, or whatever case may be, that's what you want to do with your life, and that's what you want to do. But if you want to sit out, be productive, find better ideas, help the youth out, help the community out, and be able to make I won't even say revenue, but be able to gain the knowledge and also create and also be able to gain profit from it as well. That like you can't beat that as well. So she's Roman said, right, introduce me.
Listen. Listen. Naeem had made something else. He spent a lot of time caring what other people think. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Some of y'all seniors, so y'all about to graduate, but those that aren't, it's this song by when 50 Cent was a rapper. I don't know if y'all were old enough when 50 Cent actually rapped, right? But it was this song. I'm gonna use a PG version. It was like, "Dang, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What happened to you, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we think people are successful and they really not. Those popular people, those people that are really out here thinking that they getting it. Couple years, y'all. Couple years and see who outlasts. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody from my high school, from my middle school, that was like this popular person that made fun of people, that like bully people. They got 8 kids. They out here struggling. They out here, same hood. I go back to my hood, y'all. Like they on the same corners that we used to look at old heads and be like, yo, I hope we never get to that point. And they out there. I got people that I used to be cool with. They sit on this porch. When I say sit on the porch like it's their job, I don't understand it. But it's because like people try to hold on to that past, right? So I want y'all to understand, like, don't care about what people think. Be unapologetically, like, unmoved by what people think. Because the moment that you start dictating your life based off of what other people think is the moment that things is going to change. Is things aren't going to happen the way you think that they're going to happen for you.
Facts. So can we move to the next slide now?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, great. All right, y'all. So right here it says, when you hear this statement, just put it in the chat. Let us know. Grow through what you go through. And what comes to mind? And I'm gonna say it one more time for you guys: grow through what you go through. So for me, personally, it's kind of a tongue twister. So now I read it every time, and I be like, Mr. Sam, where you find this at? Because now I'm over here like, grow through what you go through. Okay, cool, I got it. But nah, for real, guys, what comes to mind is basically you have to be able to. Okay, y'all know, like, I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. You got that's cologne. You got like a lighter fluid and you got a lighter, right? And in order to, no, that's a bad analogy. I'm not even gonna sit up here and say that. No, I'm not even gonna put that analogy in y'all head because I don't even. It sounds good in my head, but I promise you, if it come out, it's not gonna sound as good as it is in my head. So we just gonna skip it. But so what comes to mind is basically like when you're going through like a tough time or like a hard situation, or say if it's like, I know report cards or progress reports just came out. I don't know which one in high school because I haven't been in like 4 years, but one of them just came out. So you probably got a couple of youth that's probably stressing about that grades, stressing about how they're gonna be able to graduate because some of them are seniors, probably trying to need a certain class to graduate. You got to basically go through that, put that time and put that effort and put that work in to basically get to the outcome. So like for me, my thing was COVID senior year. We had no graduation, no senior portraits, no prom, no nothing. But we had to go through that to get to us where we at now, which is college. We got jobs. We got, some people got families. If you want to start family in high school, like, you got to go through what you go through. And I want to say put something at the end. I want to say to get where you want to be in life. So grow through what you go through to get where you want to be. And that's my quote. But when you guys hear this statement, let me know in the chat. We got some in the chat right here.
And one that I want you to pull up, remind me of, like, Choose Your Heart. Pull that one up.
Gotcha. Right here.
That one.
Yeah.
That one is real because life is going to be hard, y'all. So you got to choose your heart. You got to choose the difficult path. It's like, it's difficult to eat healthy, but it's also difficult to have to pay that doctor bill, right? It's difficult to wake up in the morning, but it's also difficult to be broke, right? Wake up on time for work, but it's also difficult to be broke. So it's like, and just think of that poem, "The Rose That Grew from the Concrete," right? Just think of concrete, y'all. Think of concrete as failure, setbacks, life decisions, your blackness, like the different social statuses that you have. This is all concrete, right? And you are the rose. And you have to understand that even through all of that, you can grow through that, right? And you can exist in concrete. You don't have to always exist in the easy. It's easy to grow through dirt and in an open field. It's hard to grow through concrete. And that's one thing I really want y'all to understand is like life is going to throw concrete at you. It's going to put concrete over your growth and your development. So how are you growing through it? How are you taking everything and just going to that next level? So let's share the definition real quick, Coach. So essentially what it means to objectively view everything that happens to you and find opportunities to grow even when emotions set in. Like emotions of excitement, how do you continue to grow? Emotions of sadness, emotions of disappointment, emotions of hurt. When those set in and they start to change how you're viewing the situation, how do you still mentally say, how can I get better? What can I learn from this? Even when it's not your fault. Because there'll be situations where you'll be in and it's like, how can I grow through this, y'all? Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. I'm growing through something. I was in a car accident February 20th. Got hit 60 miles per hour on a highway on my way to Baltimore, crossed 2 lanes, in a ditch, through a sign. My car is totaled. The insurance that hit me, the insurance company from the driver that hit me is only paying me not the full amount of what I still owe on my car. So I have to now pay that, right? I have to now, deal with getting another car and putting even more money down for a new car, right? That I wasn't anticipating. But I still have to find ways to grow through this because initially I'm angry. But it's like, how can I find ways to grow through this? My next car, I'm gonna get gap insurance. So in case someone ever hits me again, I don't gotta pay that difference. I didn't have gap insurance, y'all. So you see how even in the midst of anger, I focus on growth. And that's what I want y'all to understand is that even when it's not your fault, how can you find growth?
And can I speak on it now?
Yep.
Can I speak on that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was talking earlier when I changed the slide, but I was on mute the entire time. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let Mr. Sam have that because I was reading the definition, but it's good. And see, I want to say, like, for me, I'm going through I'm going through the hardness of transferring schools. So if you didn't know that I'm transferring from Shawan University, and I'm trying to transfer to Boyd. And it's like it's not like some big, but it's just like it's a long process. It's very, very draining. Some of my credits won't be able to transfer, so I'll probably be in school for like another semester. The FAFSA, like a lot of my student loans was taken out for my school year at Shawan, so they had to get put back. But now I got a $25,000 student loans to pay, and I'm not even out of school yet. So it's like scary. But that's probably like one of the things like I'm going through. And like for me, it's like how I'm taking it, how I'm going about it is like I just take one day at a time. I definitely am going to finish school. I love school. It was like I love it. Like I love being in school. I love learning. But like, at first like Shawan was cool. It was a good school, but like it just wasn't working out. Health problems, basically being that far away from like, certain doctors and things like that. I had to come home. So also like, I just have to be able to put myself into a predicament where as though like, how Mr. Sam did. Like, Mr. Sam know he's in a tough time, but he got it. You know what I'm saying? And like I know I'm in a tough time, but I know I got it. And like I had a good support system. I got you guys, I got the whole Heart Smiles industry, if we need it. So Definitely be able to be transparent, but like Mr. Sam said as well, but also be able to realize like, yeah, we're in a tough time, but like I got it, because God gives the strongest obstacles to his best soldiers. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I had to say about this slide. I'm gonna go into the next slide to see.
Yeah.
So when you hear this statement, objective reflection, what comes to mind? I'm gonna start off with me, and you guys definitely, put it in the chat, and then I'm gonna go off with me and Mr. Sam. So when I hear the statement objective reflection, I hear of it's like a goal that I planned. It's like a goal that I planned that I made, and now I gotta reflect on how I actually achieved that goal and what things I can do better. That's what comes to mind for me. So like basically like, oh, I got a goal for something. I achieved the goal, but now I'm gonna reflect on what it took me to do to actually achieve that goal, and what could I do better for my next time I plan for a goal. Mr. Sam Hyatt, what it comes to mind when you hear the statement objective reflection?
Removing my own personal biases from what am I reflecting on? Because a lot of times, if we're involved or we're attached to something, when we reflect, we're reflecting from a narrow lens. And in order to really grow, you got to learn how to remove your personal biases from a situation. I'm tired of being a soldier. Hey, yo,
Yo,
listen,
Sid, for
keep
real.
on
He said, I
stepping.
want to be a butterfly. She want to
Yo,
be
I want to be. Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Some days, y'all, I'm like, yo, if I was just a tree, I'd be cool.
Yo, I would be, if I was a squirrel, I'd be cool. Like, hey, for real. Like, that squirrel out there ain't got no credit score. He ain't got to worry about what school to go to. He ain't got to worry about to pay bills. Like, can I be a
Yo,
squirrel?
make me a cloud. Just let me just
At this
float.
point,
But
let me be the
Roman said,
moon. Go ahead.
stand
Roman
for
said,
focus.
stay focused.
Antonio said, because when you reflect, you learn, and when you learn, you evolve, and the more you evolve, you continually to gain knowledge. The more you gain knowledge, not only do you get closer to success, you reach your path. Yo, Antonio, listen, I'm gonna give you, yo, you out here, preaching that gospel, that good gospel. You hear me? That good gospel.
I
All
know
right,
good guys.
we could jump into the definition.
Got you. So let's define objective reflection. So the definition of the objective reflection is to be able to look at a situation, circumstance, outcome, or action in a way that removes personal feelings and bias to determine the best opportunity to develop and grow. Mr. Sam Brown wrote that, guys. Mr. Sam, can you break that down for us?
Yeah, so like I told y'all, it's like I told y'all, it's important. Like when it comes to the things you're attached to, right? Like
Mm,
outcomes. We're all attached to outcomes because we're all involved in our outcomes, right? We're all involved in actions and inactions, right? But we have to start to remove how we feel, right? It's like just think about this. Think about this. Think about some of y'all are business owners, right? And you put on an event, right?
mm,
And I'm speaking from personal experience. Like I was president of BSU. We put on a large scale like Black Excellence Ball, and like 20 people showed up. Like we spent like 10
wow.
grand on this, and like 20 people showed up. And I was so focused on the people, I wasn't focused on what did we not do right, because I was so caught up in like we did everything we could. I did an excellent job. I had to remove my own biases, right? I had to say, Sam, take a step back. What did we not do? Or what could we have done better to put on a better event? And it's like when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the things that you achieve or the things that you don't achieve, ask yourself, how can I take a step back and view what I could have done better? And as a result, you will do better. But the moment where you don't look within and see what can I do better in every situation is a moment that you'll stop growing. Because you can't
Mm,
blame people all your life. You can't. Like, I'll be real. We black in America. We're behind the eight ball. but that doesn't mean that we can't still achieve our goals and our dreams, and we can't blame other people for how the outcomes turn out. Even if it's plays a role, we still got to keep pushing.
My man, Mr. Sam over here been really preaching. Hey, like they over there in the comments talking about you here preaching.
Yeah, read
Read
my
my
comment.
comment, Mr. Sam.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I really be studying and learning these practices. Yo, that's facts. You got to be able to grow, y'all. Like you got to, because I promise you, there's too many of us that are successful out here for the excuse that we're black and we can't do this and do that and do this and do that. We got it, but you got to be able to find growth in everything. Wins, losses, everything.
Definitely. And Roman said, when I hear objective reflection, I think of what I need to do to complete my objective and think back to what I see. I think back to excuse me, and think back to see what I've achieved and what I need to do better.
100%.
Definitely.
It's
Sydney
real
said
out
that
there,
they need to
y'all.
hear it.
It's real.
Definitely. It's
Like,
always
stop
room
blaming
for
people.
growth. Yes, there's always room for growth. I want that to be known. Before I go to the next slide. We're all human and we all grow. Every day we grow something new. I know that saying you learn something new every day because every day you learn, you grow. You learning something new. So that's just what I want to say. We all grow. And it's okay to realize that I'm not the best me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing. And you know, if you have like friends that like, okay, Sydney, Gemma, I'm sorry I keep using y'all for example, but Sydney and Gemma, best two friends. You feel what I'm saying? They can bounce off business ideas. You know, one feeling down, one can help the other out. So like that's what you need. Like if you got like good friends in your circle, good people in your circle to be basically help you, you know, to help you grow. That's kind of friends you want in your circle. You want people to help you grow and not break you down when it's time to grow. Definitely. We got some more in the comments too. Talia said also sometimes those actions those actions are lessons to improve what will hurt you towards your growing path. Mistakes are okay, but also realizing that mistakes are good for growth. Yes. Yeah. Every mistake, I don't know, not even say that. Every loss is a lesson. Don't even think of it as a loss. You know, L stand for lessons, not losses.
So, mindset, y'all. Mindset, right? Mindset, like being able to look at something, right? You can look at something and someone else can look at something. Y'all are viewing two different things, even though it's the same thing. It's all about how are you viewing this, right? Like, how are you viewing this? People will look at your life and like, yo, like your life was rough, and you like, yo, in comparison to what it could be, like my life is amazing right now. I'm out here living. So it's like it's really also about mindset and understanding that before anybody was great, they was trash at something. Like I told y'all yesterday, before anybody was great, they was bad. I don't care.
Hold on.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, y'all remember yesterday, right? Yeah, when y'all was talking about, Coach Johnson, don't do it. I'm bipped up over here. Like, stop playing. Like, I'm bipped up. Like, I did that. Me. I ain't paid $25 to go. I did that. Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to put that out there.
Let him know, Coach. Listen,
it was a little Mission Mondays. Mission Mondays. We had a little fun yesterday. Talking about I couldn't cut my own hair. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Sam was like, I mean, if you want to, I mean, everybody, you know, we always trash at something. So I took that advice and I was like, well, I'm gonna try. And I tried. Now I ain't get to the back. I don't
you ain't push your hairline back, so that's all that matters.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I can still salute from right here.
Yeah, listen, the test, it can't be past 3 fingers and you good.
Oh, for real?
Good. Yeah, that's the test. As long as your 4th finger touch your hairline, you ain't push it back. You good, baby. You good.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. See, you learn something new every day. That's me growing. Listen. Hey, y'all, let me get to the next slide too, y'all, before we run out of time here. So, Mr. Sam, can you explain this one for us?
Yeah, so real quick, y'all, this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all can do it in your phones. Y'all can do it on a piece of paper, wherever y'all at. I just want y'all to do this, right? The 4 areas of growth that we focusing on today, right? Because this is the strategy piece. Personal, right? What has been your biggest struggle personally over the past 1 to 2 years? And you can put it in the chat. We a family. This is therapy. You know, what stays in here is only viewing by everybody on YouTube. It's like no. But what are and not only what has your biggest struggles been over the past 1 to 2 years? What are some things in this year that you've done to grow through your struggles, right? I want y'all to write it down, put in your notes, answer these questions, right? Or you put it in the chat too, like and and as far as like, so Kayla, you said you said the biggest struggle of your business, right? All right, so just talk to me about what are some things that you've done or plan to do in this year to grow through those struggles, right? You're not frozen, coach. You're doing a matrix right now a little bit, but um,
Yeah. No, it's like,
yeah, like you, yes,
here you go.
computer skipping.
Skipping. Boy.
Are you back?
I
You
do
back?
see
You back?
Okay.
You back?
All right, cool. All right.
And then as a leader, y'all, what has been your biggest setback as a leader over the past 1-2 years? And again, leadership is more than just a title or a position. Think about how you show up every day and what areas do you see yourself improving when it comes to leadership, right? And then lessons learned. What is one of the biggest lessons you learned over the past 1 and 2 years, right? And y'all can just touch on one of these, two of these, whatever. I'm gonna touch on the biggest lessons learned, right? Biggest lesson learned I've learned over the past 1 to 2 years is I gotta put myself first. As y'all know, I tell y'all all the time, if y'all need me, y'all know where to find me. I got y'all. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be the cheerleader in your life. I really am. I really will. But I had to learn I had to be my own cheerleader first. I had to learn I had to pour into myself first every day. Because the days where I don't pour into myself is the days where I feel the worst. Is the days where I feel like I did myself a disservice. And everybody on this call, I want y'all to understand this one thing about me and the one thing about yourself. I don't care who it is in your life, you are number one. You are number one. And the moment that you start to live like that, is two things will happen. People will call you selfish and they'll start to distance themselves, which is a good thing because they're supposed to. If they tell you that you're selfish for putting yourself first, then they don't belong in your life. The number two thing is when you start to show up and put yourself first, you will start to accomplish things 3 times faster. I promise you. Any goal that you have in your life, you will accomplish it 3 times faster. That is a gem that I want to leave y'all with. Put yourself first. I always tell the people that I tell Rock this, I tell Gemma, Sid, Don, 6 o'clock to 7:45 Monday through Friday, y'all, is my time, Sam time. I got my phone on do not disturb. I'm doing what I want to do before I give myself to the world. Because I need to put myself first. I deserve time before anybody else. Right? I deserve time before anybody else. So I want y'all and we'll coaches getting things back in order. So I'll just stay on and lock in. That I don't know what happened, coach, but put yourself first, right? So I really want y'all to understand that when it comes to just growth, y'all, and growing through what you go through, you got to find growth in every little thing. Reflect every day, right? Reflect every day. Orlando said I needed to maintain mental wellness and avoid stress. The one thing I do to avoid stress, yo, is I make a statement to myself that nobody is going to stress me today. And I honor that. I protect my energy. And protecting your energy means anything and anybody that stresses you out, Orlando, don't be around them long enough. Everyone has a stress indicator. It's something that you build up stress until you feel stressed. It's like things can stress you out, but then you start really feeling stress and you start feeling it in your body, your chest start getting tight, different things. Orlando, what I want you to start to do is remove stress by removing yourself from situations and people's presence. and find things that relieve stress. Right? For me, it's eating. I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm stressed, listen, let me get a good burger in. I'm good. I might go work out. That's something else. I play video games, right? Figure out what relieves stress for you and what you can do in between. Because sometimes you can't do everything and because you might be in school or something. Another exercise is you take a deep breath in and you hold it for 4 seconds and then you release. You take another deep breath in, hold it for 4 seconds, release. You do this 4 to 6 times. And every time you release, you mentally tell yourself, what are you releasing from your body? What stress are you releasing from your body, right? So if I'm stressed about someone that just made me mad, I'm releasing. Whatever made me mad, it's gone. It's out of my mind. It's out of my body. It's gone. I don't even know how to let you in. To be honest, Coach, I don't even know if I got that feature. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Yeah, Coach, I don't even got that feature to let you in. Hold on, let me see something. You want me, Coach? You want me like shut it down and then we start back up with the live and have people rejoin? Yo. All right, you're on speaker, bro.
We're not gonna let it stop.
I think it's like echoing.
Okay, let me see. All right, what about now?
Nah, you good.
Okay, cool.
Can y'all hear Coach? Just put in the chat if y'all can hear Coach.
I don't know what happened. It's just my computer just shut down. Like it just got shut down.
All right, bet they can hear you, Coach. Let me actually. I don't even know if I can share my screen. All right, y'all. So there was like the rest of this because we got about 12 minutes. Coach, how do I actually display my screen real quick?
There should be a button at the bottom with a square with an arrow that should just pointing up.
Bet I got you. Can y'all see my screen? Hold up.
Not yet.
It says it said I'm sharing it.
This is crazy how this all happened the last 15 minutes of Winter Wednesdays.
Yeah, now I'm like I can't even get back to the YouTube live.
Oh my. Yeah, they can't see it. Hold up.
Yeah, I can't even get back. I don't even see myself. Like the stream.
Go back to the top and you'll see like a red camera that should be posted up.
No, I'm saying like my computer's like trying to freeze on me.
See, I don't know. I think it's because we were sharing our screen. Because when I was sharing my screen, that's when it started to freeze.
Yeah, I can't.
y'all. We don't know what just happened. We was good. Like we used to be sharing screens, and then mine just went out, and then Mr. Sam started sharing his screen, and as soon as he started sharing his screen, his went out. So we not gonna share our screen for the rest of the session. Apologize to everybody. Apologize, y'all. We back though. We back. Like we back. So I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna look on my iPad, right? And I'm gonna tell us what's the next one for on the screen.
The visual is just be like where it's at, man. Like the visual is just necessary.
Man, I don't know what happened. Like that never happened. Like that never happened.
Now that we back, you want to try it? Because like I feel like these last couple of visuals are necessary.
All right, I'm gonna see.
You want me to do it?
I'm gonna do it because I'm the host and I don't want it to break again.
All right,
let me see. I gotta pull it back up. So
yeah, we got 5 minutes left, but we about to do this rapid 5 minutes. We about to do these rapid 5 minutes. It might be 6. It might be 6.
It might be 6. Important.
Let's jump to the objective reflection process too.
Got you.
Yeah, we live, baby. We back. We back in effect.
We live, baby. Back.
Live, baby.
Okay.
It's a party in my city, yeah.
Window, Chrome tab, year round. Wow. All right. Y'all can see?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's hope and pray it don't do it again.
All right, y'all. We got
good.
We about to go through TSA. See you, Don. Listen. But yeah, so objective reflection process, y'all. This is the process that I'm gonna give y'all these gems, right? These are the gems that I'll be charged like 3,000-4,000 for, but y'all family, so y'all getting it for the free ski. So objective reflection process, like this is the 3-step process. Simple. If you want to start to objectively reflect and start to grow, you gotta reflect. You gotta allow you or your group to reflect, right? And then from there, once you start to reflect, like write out everything, what happened, what was the results, who did what, whatever. Conversation now. Having a conversation either with yourself or with your group. How can you have a conversation with yourself? Start to sit back and it's like, if you want to grow in certain areas, all right, what is the conversation I'm having with myself? What did I do in this situation? What didn't I do in this situation? How did I grow? How didn't I grow? What could I have done better? What did I do well? Start to have all of these conversations. Again, this is great for when y'all in your groups, when you're clubs, when you're in YAB, when we are just talking about different things we want to do as a year-round family, like everything. And then transformation happens, right? Transformation happens when you reflect and you have real, authentic conversation, because it's important to create a comfortable environment so that you get the most authentic responses. Like I'm real with y'all. So that means we can have conversation, right? When we have we can have real conversation. I'm not just like high sedity, stuck up, like bull. Like, no, I'm from a hood like y'all. I'm from a communities like y'all. I know what y'all going through. I know what y'all been through because I still go through it every day. We could talk real. We can have real conversation. I'm not sugarcoating anything because I'm making it safe for y'all to talk to me. Same thing. That's how y'all gotta make it safe to talk to yourself. How are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to yourself negative, positive, different things like that? And you want to add anything, Coach?
One thing I want to do is
it's definitely hating on us.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, no. Why don't
I would say let's just go to that next slide and then we can stop sharing this screen. Yeah, I would say maybe stop sharing the screen then. Are you back? You good now? You good now? Let's just try to jump to the next slide before the end of the session. Not the one before that.
Okay.
Yeah, and y'all know Nipsey, my guy too. So
Thank
all right, there you go. You still chopping up, but you clear a little bit now? You just went back. So last thing, y'all, before we finish up today, I want to give y'all the philosophy, the sauce, the secret formula to the Krabby Patty, whatever y'all want to call it. I want to give y'all the sauce to the 1% growth mentality, right? And I want y'all to read this. I want y'all to drop the letter that most resonates with you the most. Is it the G? Gain something new every day. Is it the R? Rise to your potential. Is it the O? Own your accountability. Own your own accountability. Is it the W? Winners focus on themselves. Is it the T? Take time to evaluate your day. Or is it H? Have hope and belief. Drop the letter that resonates with y'all the most. And I want y'all to write this down, right? And tell me why it resonates with y'all the most. Because we at 7 o'clock. So I want to end this right here. Why does it resonate the most with y'all?
And real quick, I'm gonna be mines. I'm gonna say mines will be I see a potential. I would say rise to potential because a lot of people when I was growing up say you have a lot of potential to be this person. You have a lot of potential to be, whatever you want to be once you get out of high school. Mine would be rise to your potential because I feel as though that I can rise to my potential doing multiple number of things. So that would be mine. All right.
Listen, rise to your potential. I'm gonna say, for me, y'all, own your own accountability. The moment that I started to be more accountable is a moment that I started to really look at how can I grow. Every situation, what did I do or not do? Inactions is a form of action. Not doing something is still doing something, right? So I had to start to own that. I had to start to own, okay, I'm not showing enough up enough for myself, right? So like the one thing I want to leave with y'all, and then Coach, you could close this out, is that growth, right? 1%. Like I tell y'all all the time, I don't expect y'all to grow anything more than 1% because we had the potential to grow at least 1%. How can we continue to make our best even better, our greatest even greater? And how can we start to really, really grow? And it just starts with like identifying one thing you didn't do yesterday that you will do today. And that's it. That's it. That's all. Like that's what I want to leave y'all with. I really hope this session was a fire session. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat, some fire emojis. If this was definitely one for the books. I know the devil was working overtime. I thought he was off. He a 9-to-5er, but I guess he working the late night shift tonight. But we listen. I'm playing God playing favorites all the time. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Coach.
No, I appreciate you, Mr. Sam, then sticking for what us do. Whatever between the last 15 minutes of Winter Wednesday. But no, guys, again, another fire session, guys. Great topic. You can't leave without a jewel, Mr. Sam. So we gotta give us your jewels out.
All right. So my jewel, let's see, what do I want to? All right, this is a jewel that has like no real relevancy to this, but you have to learn in life how to be a giver and a receiver. This was the last jewel, and I think I might have said this in other areas. You got to learn how to be a giver and a receiver, meaning that you have to learn how to be ready to give, right? Give from your heart and not your hand. Because when you give from your hand, you got your hand out expecting for something in return. When you give from your heart, you're releasing something internally, right? So what I want y'all to do, like, give to yourself, give to your friends, give to the next generation. give from your heart. Don't give with any expectations. Even if someone doesn't accept your gift, even if someone doesn't value what you are doing for them, it's okay. Continue to give. And you have to learn how to be a receiver, meaning you have to be open to receiving constructive criticism, receiving criticism that's not constructive, but you have to learn how to dissect it and figure out what are they trying to really tell me. You have to learn how to receive blessings, because receiving a blessing or receiving an opportunity is not just about, yay, me, I got an opportunity, but it's like, what are you going to do with it now? You have to learn how to receive, because some people receive and then don't do anything with it. Receive and then give. And when you give, you will receive in different ways, shape, or form. So that's my jewel.
And see, thank you, Mr. Sam. We appreciate you, for staying on with us. Tough times. Great topic again.
Listen, tough times don't last. Strong people do. You feel me? Grow through what y'all go through, baby. We live. It's a party in my city, yeah.
Hey yo, it's not definitely. My jewel will be, definitely. It's our presentation, but I'm gonna just make my own one. Mine will basically be definitely go through what you go through to get where you want to be at in life. And then as you're going through that, make sure you have steps and make sure you have those. Make sure you have that patience and that dedication. Patience, things that you would need. Definitely keep going and keep pushing yourself. Patience, so because things don't happen night, things doesn't happen overnight. So gotta take time and gotta take patience and dedication. And dedication, you gotta put that work and manifest things. You can manifest things every day, but if you don't put that work in, the effort in, you will never get. So patience and dedication. Those two are my jewels for the night. Thank you guys for staying with us through a tough time here tomorrow. We'll talk on Thursdays with Miss Melvina. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, y'all. See y'all.